Welcome, celestial seekers. Ever wonder why your life is a mess? Blame the stars. They love the drama.
Here's the big question we're tackling. What does your zodiac sign actually say about how you deal with AI? Are you one of the first people in line for the new gadget? Or are you a total skeptic? A creative genius with it? Or are you just plain paranoid? Let's find out. Okay, first up, the fire signs. We're talking Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. These guys are the impulsive innovators. They're the ones who absolutely do not read the manual. They just jump in, head first, driven by this need for action and for results right now. They want AI to do something, and they want it done yesterday. Let's start with Aries. For them, AI has one main purpose: speed. Make life faster. That's it. They love anything that removes a step, like unlocking your phone with your face. Brilliant. They're the first to use ChatGPT to get an instant answer because, why waste time actually thinking? But if an app takes more than 3 seconds to load or asks them to read a long user agreement, forget it. Their frustration is so real it's like they're yelling at the machine, but wasn't it supposed to be intelligent? It should be reading my mind. Next up is Leo, and for Leo, AI is all about image and, well, being the boss. They absolutely adore those photo filters that can make them look flawless and radiant in an instant. And you know they love ordering around virtual assistants like Alexa or Siri. In a perfect Leo world, they'd have a personal AI that's like their digital double, making sure they're always presented in the most magnificent way possible, even on a bad hair day. And wrapping up the fire signs, we have Sagittarius, the playful provocateur. Sag sees AI not as a tool for getting things done or looking good, but as the ultimate toy. They're the ones creating and sharing the most absurd AI stuff you can find. Like, making Britney Spears sing Brazilian funk just for a laugh. For them, technology is basically a way to be the court jester, to poke fun at the world and keep everything light and entertaining. All right, moving on to the earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This crew is all about one thing: utility. They are the practical adopters. They look at a new piece of tech and ask a very simple question: what does this actually do for me in the real world? Practical, steady, security-oriented. These aren't just adjectives, guys. They're basically the core operating system of a Taurus. According to our source material, folks with strong placements in this sign operate from a place of really deep-rooted stability. The whole tech world is buzzing with this futuristic excitement. People are talking about AI changing the very fabric of reality, creating sci-fi utopias, the whole shebang. But the grounded, skeptical reality of a Taurus? They're looking at all that noise and asking one simple question: does this actually work in real life? They absolutely do not get swept away by the hype. They just want the facts. Because you see, a Taurus is cautious, way before they're enthusiastic. If you want them to adopt AI, they require proof. Step 1, prove it's useful. 2, prove it's reliable. 3, prove it's safe. Only after you've checked every single one of those boxes will they move to step 4 and actually embrace it. Now Virgo. Virgo is the optimizer. They see AI and immediately think, how can this make my life better, healthier, more organized? They love AI for its ability to create a flawless spreadsheet or track their health down to the last detail. But they have zero patience for silliness. For a Virgo, AI must be, intelligent. Wasting its power to put Madonna's face on the Mona Lisa is to them just an incredible waste of potential. And then we have Capricorn, the productivity maximizer. To them, AI is the ultimate tool for getting ahead. Their absolute dream is a self-driving car so they can work during their entire commute, turning that wasted time into pure profit. They're not early adopters, though. Oh, no. They wait until technology is tested, proven, and effective. But once they invest, their expectation is crystal clear. It was invented to speed up the process, so speed up the process. That's what I paid for. Okay, let's get into the air signs. For Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, AI isn't really about action or utility. It's about ideas. They're the intellectual explorers, totally fascinated by how AI is changing communication, society, and really the future of thinking itself. Gemini is basically a human chatbot. Seriously, they're just endlessly fascinated by information and communication, so these AI language models are their absolute playground. They're that friend who sends you a link to every new AI filter or trend the second it comes out. They're so full of facts and chatter that honestly, if no one is around to talk to, a Gemini will just open a chat with an AI to keep the conversation going. And here we see two really different intellectual approaches. On one hand, you've got Aquarius, who looks at AI and sees a logical utopia. They think machines can, and maybe even should, replace flawed, messy humans to create a more efficient world. But then there's Libra, who's all about harmony and justice. They see AI's potential to make life more beautiful and fair, sure, but they're also worried sick about the ethical side. What happens to people's jobs? Is it fair? It's that classic battle between pure logic and social conscience. So finally, we get to the water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This group processes everything, including technology, through the lens of emotion. For them, AI is judged on one simple thing: how it makes them feel, whether that's nostalgic, suspicious, or totally inspired. Cancer connects with AI through nostalgia. They might not care one bit about productivity apps, but an AI that can colorize an old faded photo of their grandparents, now that's magic, because it connects to deep feelings and memories. Still, they're skeptical. An AI can imitate, sure, but it can't genuinely feel. For them, what's missing is that real, tangible, human touch. They'd rather hold a photo album. Before we get to our next sign, let's just quickly talk about a key term here: the algorithm. Put simply, it's a digital intelligence that learns who you are by watching what you do. It figures out what you want, and then it tries to show you more of it. It's the engine behind your social media feed. And for one sign in particular, it is the stuff of nightmares. And that brings us to Scorpio, where suspicion basically becomes full-on paranoia. Scorpio is the person with tape over their laptop camera, absolutely terrified of being watched, analyzed, and controlled. The very idea of an algorithm learning their deepest, darkest desires is their biggest fear. And you know what truly, truly horrifies them? The scary part is, the algorithm is often right. And last but not least, we have Pisces, the dreamer. They don't see AI as a tool or a threat. They see it as a source of magic. They are completely captivated by its potential for art, for healing. For a Pisces, technology should be used to make the world a more compassionate, more beautiful place. Yeah, they can be a little naive about the practical risks because they're so focused on the fantasy. I'm pretty sure a Pisces will be all in on AI the day it can do you a genuine warm hug. So after going through all these different ways of looking at it, the innovator, the pragmatist, the intellectual, the emotionalist, you have to ask, right? Who's got it right?
That's all for now. And hey, if you choose not to subscribe, I won't take it personally. I'll just check my charts and assume Saturn is probably in a challenging position for you right now.